Hello and welcome to the trade setup. In this video, we're looking at HIMS and HERS health. It is time for another update. And on this chart, it seems we have failed to hold the levels of support we were tracking internally in this structure that would have allowed to form one more high before having a more complete ABC pattern. Now, we have been tracking this idea of an impulse previously, where the support levels would have stopped at the 50% retracement, $24.6. We have closed 2 consecutive days below it, and this makes it rather likely that at least within the idea of an impulse, this would not really be a possibility any longer. And in all honesty, I do not like this structure too much. I would prefer for the wave 5 to still be extending to lower prices, because if you remember, our focus has always been that we would get at least one more low within this structure to complete an ending diagonal within a wave C that could complete a larger wave 2 correction, for example. It's not an absolute must. It does happen that sometimes we simply do not get that last leg within a wave C, but the same thing could have happened internally in this attempt to push to higher prices, where we will not get that last leg up, we will see this one more low, and especially since this is within a larger time frame, the structure itself seems rather incomplete, and we haven't broken the resistance levels for such a wave 4. Yes, I would have to prefer that we extend to lower prices. And to be clear, this is not a prediction. I do not know if we will get this additional low, and frankly, nobody does, but this is not a structure that I would trust. We've had so many opportunities over the last few weeks. I probably shared close to 20 on YouTube alone, and I find it a pity to focus on opportunities on such a chart when there are many other opportunities that provide significantly more clear structures from a small time frame perspective, from a large time frame perspective, overall better charts that are in better sectors that are actually attracting the big money. Now, in regards to this chart, I actually still believe it possible to form one more high within this wave C still, but it's not going to be a high preference for me. I will be looking at this continuation to higher prices in a yellow scenario instead from now on, and I will allow a possible diagonal structure to be in formation within this wave C, where in the orange scenario, I would actually like to track a possible top to be in place, and in the yellow scenario, I will be tracking this as a possible extension. One more thing, we are so far still holding the 50-day moving average, and you may be even wondering, why are we even looking at this? We do Elliott Wave analysis here, we track momentum, Fibonacci levels. Well, I sometimes like to track this indicator as well, because it does work. Some people base their entire strategy on it. That doesn't fit too well for me. But it does work because it is a self-fulfilling reference level, right? It is a level that is widely used, and that is exactly why it works. So far, we are still holding it, even if it has been tested over the last couple of days quite substantially, and let me tell you, testing a level of support over and over is not bullish. But so far, it is still holding, and if it breaks, then we break the levels of support we would be tracking in yellow as well. Yeah, that would be an even stronger signal that this structure is eventually going to follow through within this idea of a wave 5 in orange. Now, let's move into the smaller time frame, and here I am still tracking this as a potential wave 4. I really do not trust it to be much else. Sure, other scenarios could technically work out, but again, they are not highly trustworthy in my opinion. And unless we manage to already start the reversal and extend to higher prices within this as a wave 5, which is now expected to be a 3-wave move to the upside, we have to be prepared for this to be a failure. After all, we do not have much room to go any lower really, and in fact, I could consider this to be something like an ABC pattern complete. This as an internal wave C does actually seem complete, and I would actually like for a bottom to already be in if this is to succeed in forming the next highs. We unfortunately do not have much in terms of support we can track for the current structure, but perhaps if we manage to build here something like a leading diagonal, an opportunity could still be had. But for this, I would have to hold internal levels of support in this structure, where I would probably have to consider an internal ABC pattern, right? I would have here a wave A up, a wave B down here, and a wave C that would take me to higher prices. And all of this would be part of a larger wave 3. If we manage to fulfill these expectations, build this 5-wave pattern to the upside, we would have a trade setup at hand once more, but it's not going to be a highly likely scenario to follow through. And again, there are so many better opportunities in the market, in my opinion, that make the effort to track the opportunities on this chart to be better focused elsewhere. For now, I will tell you this: if we manage to get a sustained break below $23.7, we can rather expect at least a reset within this as a larger wave 4, but even more likely, in my opinion, a complete failure. And for now, we will stop here. These are the levels. This is the trade setup. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and if you enjoyed the content and want to support it directly, check out the channel membership, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.